Walker to kick off for the Chargers.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that will not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone. So that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And Mahomes will do it himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll go screen here to Hunt. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
Attack!
Now here's Mahomes. Another completion here to Hunt. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And Mahomes will do it himself. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Hey, 57 color. Come back.
Mahomes now to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Multiple players combined for their team. His first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Quick throw here to Johnston. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Play action. It's Herbert. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. $13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Herbert going to give to Hampton. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Let's go. Hey. Set.
Again, it's Hampton. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Now 3rd down and 7.
Ram.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 7.
12. Baylor Tiger. Ready.
Now it's Herbert. And he had to reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around.
Yellow. 15.
Now Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Attack, attack! Yellow!
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. They'll get it inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A good first down call as the screen play gets them 9.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
That's complete. Lambert Smith. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. And the Chargers first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Herbert now. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Keandre Lambert-Smith with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Chargers 23, Chiefs nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick
Now
off.
after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They go play action. Now Mahomes. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. And Xavier Worthy, 51 yards. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Baylor Tiger. 5-9, 5-9. Hey, go Lions, go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Now he's going to step up and run. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run for it with Hampton. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
You want to see more, but you honestly saw life that slows you down. Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you back it up.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Here's Herbert. And they set up the screen. That's complete. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
21. Hey, Ray. Baylor Tiger. Under front. 59. Ready.
Again, Herbert. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. A fourth down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
12. Ready.
2nd down and goal. Herbert to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Hey. Home troops right. Baylor Tiger. Go.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
15. Yellow.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Second down and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. On the counter, Hunt. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes going to shift him around. Wide second down, right back to Hunt. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll try and do this himself. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Yellow.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st down, it's Hampton. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Now he's going to step up and run. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Delta, 21. 12.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Let's go. Hey, Kappa.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Black 80, black. Hey, ram. Let's go. Hey. Home troops right. Crowd right. Hey, easy. We're going orange. Ready.
Herbert back to the air. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Rondell Gadsden making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. As these guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point try now from Dicker. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Chargers 33, Chiefs 7. Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he returns this to the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Tuipulotu got in and dropped him.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And they're going to be set up with excellent field position to start the drive as that gets out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Lion. Set.
They'll work inside here. Hampton. Oh, nice move. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times for passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. That's a burst right there.
Home troops right. Set. 380. Set.
First carry for Najee Harris. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That good for 19 and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
380. Run. Hey, OP. Set. 380.
I'm coming.
Why did
They'll run here with Edwards. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing now is Mahomes. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Deion Henry there on the tackle. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And Mahomes will do it himself. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Yellow.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and a couple. They run once more with Edwards. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Herbert. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Go.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Lad McConkey, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Mahomes now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice, long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Hey, Rip, yellow.
Now Mahomes gives to Hunt. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But Bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Set.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Kappa.
Now it's Herbert. Open man right side. That's McConkey. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
19 yards.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Run! Set. Run! Set.
Herbert. All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 3rd down and 6.
At the 17-yard line. A gain of 4.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 37 yards. And a 1st down, Chiefs.
Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
This will be caught by Brown. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs. Now Mahomes. Now he'll tuck this and run. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know.
There he goes, left side. Inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Chiefs 14.
After the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week one. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for LA, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.